Alright, hello, radio check. Can you give me... Perfect, alright. Awesome. Alright, hello and welcome everyone to Yoshi's Island Warpless Winner Tournament. Rolls just off the tongue. Today we have our second match between Fiona and NerveStew. I believe Fiona has a 147 and Stew has a 154, maybe? You can always question the accuracy of the commentary. Let me check actually. Yeah, I think if Nerves speedrun.com page is accurate, he has 154.58. Should be a good match. And I hope everyone is excited for the Yobby gaming. I'm sure we'll start as soon as everyone's ready. So how is chat doing? We can do a bit of chit chat here when people are ready. Oh, okay. That was a good way to make them start. So starting off, we will mash a few text boxes, and it seems like... Yeah, Nerve is playing on J and Fiona is playing on U, so... I think it's like an 8-second or so advantage for Nerve. Here you can see the power of J. Yeah, it should be around 8 seconds, but again, you can question the accuracy of the statement that I make during the run. It shouldn't be too far off. Oh shit! Fiona going for the Shy Guys bit and catching up immediately. Making the version difference pretty much nothing or evening it out. Going into 1-2, we have our first really difficult trick in the form of a frame perfect flower spit or a daisy. The enemy is called, I think, like Crazy Daisy or something. Fiona getting it like maybe third or fourth try. They're struggling a bit. There we go. That's nice to get that trick out of the way. It's not only a frame perfect spit, but you also need to have the right speed for the spit to actually work and get the boost to skip the level. skips a whole screen. I don't remember how much it saves, but that's because I don't think I've ever done the intended route for that level when I've done runs. So 1-3, we can see that the runners throughout the run will avoid running on slopes as much as possible, doing small jumps and trying to land on flat surfaces, because running on slopes actually slows you down in this game, so you don't want to do that. Seems like a pretty good 1-3 from Fiona. Nerve not that far behind. Of course, taking a bit of a loss from that 1-2 skip, taking a few more tries to get that. And Fiona also going red coinless. I'm not sure if Nerve got coinless. No, he didn't. So every time you collect one item, be that a red coin or a flower, you will lose about half a second on that score screen. But every subsequent flower or a coin that you collect only loses 1 frame. So if you collect 1 coin or 1 flower, it doesn't really matter that much if you collect more. Of course, you can still save frames. But the most important thing is to not collect any red coins or flowers if you can. Here, Fiona is gonna be trying to aim that egg. Didn't quite hit it. If you hit that pot off screen, you can immediately get the key out of the pot, which saves a few seconds, I think. There we go. Nerve cutting it very nicely. Both runners arriving to the first boss of the game, aka the pants dude. He's wearing pants. And we want him to not wear pants, so we should exit him. When the pants are down, he goes blushy blush, and we win the fight. For me at least, one of the best things about running this game are the bosses. They are so unique compared to I don't know, SMW bosses or something. It's just pretty much the same thing over and over again. But in this game I can't think of a boss where you... quickly think of a boss where you don't have strats to save time. I guess 3-8 is kind of because you can just skip the piranha, but that's a different story altogether. Alright, does anyone have any ideas what we want to talk about during the auto-scrollers? There is not gonna be that many. 1-5, 5-6, 6-5, and the Kamek before Bowser. And I'm not sure if either of the runners are gonna go for 5-4. So there's gonna be another one there. The thing with Yobby auto-scrolling levels is that there is not that many, but they are really long. I actually personally don't mind 5-6 that much, because it gives you a nice chill break before the end of the run. And especially if you do 5-4 skips, it's really nice to have that kind of a chill period after that. Yeah, I just really dislike 1-5. It breaks the flow of the first world, and I think it was Silent Wolf who said that or put it really well, that if you lose a run between like 1-6 to 2-4-ish, or in World 2, it's really painful because you know that you have been playing for like, let's say 11 minutes to like 25 minutes, and then you know that in a few minutes you have to do this level again. And be in physical pain for having to wait for like 2 minutes for this level to end. And there is not really anything you can do on this level to speed it up. You can save a few frames at the end with the new strats, like running into the goal optimally, but I think that's pretty much it. And of course don't collect any coins or flowers to not lose time on the end screen. Yeah, it was 5 frames that you can save at the end now. I personally haven't learned it because I would have to get here and I don't want to waste my practice time getting here to save 5 frames. If I'm being completely honest. Instead I go to the end of 6-5 to do the rock skip and then die in 6-5. That's a good strat. But anyway, we are out of there. Let's go into 1-6. Nice Fiona getting... I'm pretty sure they have gotten those pipe glitches even earlier, but I just haven't mentioned them. I think you can save like... I'm gonna be lying again, but maybe like 0.3 to 0.5. I don't know, somewhere there. Every time you do that pipe glitch, where you don't actually go into the pipe, but just jump above it. 30 frames, thank you. The commentary appreciates giving me the facts. Here we will abuse the extended flutters again. Extended flutters being those high jumps you can do off enemies to skip growing beanstalk. And here we can see the intended strat, so that's actually nice. So this is what you skip. World 7, another horror stage in World 1. You lose a shite ton of time if you get hit by many fuzzies during the screen. And it's really annoying trying to do this level optimally, because you don't want to hit any fuzzies, and the fuzzies are in random places every time. Fiona doing an excellent job avoiding all the fuzzies, and also, I believe, getting red coinless. Pretty much perfect level there. That's really rare, at least for me. Two? Okay. Both of the runners getting hit by no fuzzies. I don't know how that's even possible. I don't even remember when I've done that. That's really great. 1-8, I would say the hardest stage so far, at least. Definitely not like in the entire game, but in World 1. If we don't count like maybe 1-2 with the frame perfect speeds, but like overall having some hard tricks this level. Depends on, of course, what strats you do. Fiona taking it pretty safe in that room, just going up, swapping the switch, whatever. Make the platforms be the right way, so you don't get hit. Then speeding the arrow platforms, getting up there. Really nice. Nerve also not doing anything fancy and risky, just going up there and shooting the switch. You can also do a bit of a faster strat where you try and shoot the switch early. and not even having to go up there, but it's a pretty tight exit and a pretty tight jump at the same time. I would say one of the hardest things, like overall, when playing Yoshi, especially in Hundo, but also in Warpless, is that you have to multitask. You have to aim eggs, jump, avoid slopes. There's a lot of buttons you have to press and a lot of things you have to think about at the same time in some sections, which makes them really tricky to perform. Overall, really nice world won by Fiona, getting a 1309. It's a really good time. And Nerve not too far behind, Salvo being a bit trolly, but that's fine. That's just what he does. Going in the second world, we have... Well, I guess I kinda forgot this. There is a small auto-scrolling section here, but it's not too bad. Let's see if Fiona goes for the pipe glitch here. Yep, she gets it. That saves a bit more than the 30 frames, because it skips going up to that loading zone. Pretty much puts you into a spot where the game checks where Yobby is on the screen, and in this case he's like pretty much going to the upper loading zone, whatever. I'm not too technical with this game, so I don't know, but say it works. Oh no, Nerve going, that's so annoying, going back into the pipe. That's really annoying. Loses up, oh no, and then I've been here. That's the worst thing. Getting into, like, especially if you're doing attempts, getting into World 2, then failing that pipe jump, going back into the pipe, and then going back to pressing the reset button. And next, I guess the old cliche is that you don't have a run before you get out of 2-2. Personally, I think you don't have a run, or you have a run every time you start from the title screen, but everyone on their own. But why do people say that is that there's a lot of tricks here that can lose you, like, I don't know, half a minute even, if you fail them. Fiona getting hit intentionally, getting that toady, the Yoshi's mouth, carrying through the level to this hole thing, spitting it out, doing another extended flutter, and then skipping an entire section that you would have to go through with Baby Mario. Really nice. We see Nerve. Does he not get the toady? Maybe he does the Shy Guy thing. Let's see. Yeah, Nerve going for the alternate strat using the Shy Guy. Getting 2 extended flutters to getting over the pole and then skipping the Baby Mario section. A bit slower, but maybe a bit safer, I guess. If If I didn't miss anything, a pretty clean 2-2 by Fiona, which is always a nice feeling. As I said, can easily lose 20 to 30 seconds on this level, just by missing one trick. I think Nerve was going for the Shy Guy's bit, but actually ate the Shy Guy or something. That's fine. Not in any trouble because of that. Fiona going through the really awkward section at the beginning of 2-3. And then doing some really nice X shots to clear the foam. And I think this is the first transformation to Baby Mario that we actually take. The objective is to get as far as possible using Baby Mario's jumps. Because he actually, like, Baby Mario is not too bad. He runs pretty fast, but it just takes a lot of time to transform. And it's pretty much the same thing with like all the vehicle transformation in this game. The vehicles themselves are usually not that bad, except maybe the mole. But it just takes too long to do the transformation and then going on your way compared to just running and not taking the transformation. So this is one of the spots where we actually take them. Q4, I guess, is a good place to talk about a few more tricks. The first trick is gonna be a gate hack. And it works in the way that you hack a gate. Which is pretty awesome, if you ask me. There you go. So you trick the gate into thinking that you come from the other side, it opens and you skip the... like, pretty big portion of the level. And there, Fiona did perfect flutter, which is like a few frame window. Many sections in this game are just out of reach. The developers pretty much showing like where you would have to go, and then you have to figure out how to get there. But if you do a perfect flutter, you don't have to figure out that much. Just hit the B button on the right frame. You can make it up there. Going to be many more perfect flutters during the run. Skip some more sections. Not much to say about the Boo fight, maybe one of the most trivial fights. You can get trolled by the bats that spawn, which are pretty much for you to have eggs if you run out. You can make eggs off the bats, but we go into the fight prepared so that we have enough eggs to just kill the Boo, so usually the bats just get in the way. That's pretty much the only way to lose time in that fight, or getting lag. Q5, I think commonly agreed to be one of the most fun stages during the run. Fiona going for a really nice shell jumps there. Saves a bit of time compared to going through that small platforming section. Instead just doing a shell jump and skipping over it. Pretty hard foam shot, well, to get through the foam. The annoying thing about that foam shot is that if you jump too low or you hit the foam in a bad way, you can fall into the hole that's like right before that foam, right next to it, which of course makes you take a death, which is not ideal. Seems like we have about a level of difference between the runners, so pretty close still. There is again proof that this X shot to quickly patch the foam and getting that bouncy arrow down to you never works on a run, but it always works in practice. A weird thing that is. Nerve doing a really interesting strat to get, or not having to do the foam shot that I was talking about earlier, using the Shy Guys to get over the section overall, or all together. Also a good time to talk about X overall, so how many X you carry into the next level affects how quickly the next level will load. So overall you want to move on to the next stage with as little X as you can. But for the next level we actually want to have a few X to make it... you will make back the time that you lose from loading the level slower by not having to make as many X during this section at the start here. And why we want to have as many X as we have is that there are supposed to be 2 bullet launchers there. But they are just not there. We use a sprite overload to despawn them, instead of having to ground pound a few poles to get into that pipe. And again, egg routing coming into play. Fiona is making eggs again, skipping the swag car. Unfortunately, like I said earlier, doing the transformations are usually slower. So we want to skip this one and just run through the last screen of the level. But yeah, about egg routing, so for the next stage we want to have as many eggs as we can. I think 4 is enough. But having a few more is a lot safer if you somehow miss making a few X on the next level, because we want to shoot a pot. And shooting pots is faster than the pushing them yourself. Unfortunately, Nerve not getting the despawn on the launcher, so you can see the, I guess, a normal way or the intended way of going through that section. Here Fiona is gonna do another pipe glitch, very nice. What you're supposed to do is go around into the upper pipe, but if you do a pipe glitch there, it just puts you into that loading zone. So don't have to go there. And this is where we need the eggs that I was talking about earlier. We want to have 6 eggs, so the maximum eggs you can carry is 6. To get this pot to the edge and break it as quickly as you can. This saves surprisingly a lot of time. I want to say like over 5 seconds. By having 6 eggs compared to having nothing. Might be even more than 5, because usually you have to dodge the bombs that the Shy Guys throw above you, preventing you from pushing that pot. And overall, 2-8, I would say, is one of the hardest stages in the game. There is a lot of finicky and annoying tricks you have to do, but it's a really fun level if you get it right, but you can lose a loads of time on this stage if you fail some of the tricks. Let's see, going for the damage boost through the spiky thing. And then we want to have a good angle on this arrow platform. I don't think that's gonna work. Have to re-angle the platform. Nice. Normally you have to hit that. There are those spikes, and then there would be a cloud that spawns the door, but if you hit the spikes just right, you can spawn the door immediately with just one shot. The egg pretty much just... I think it hits the ice and then hits the cloud after. Like really quickly in succession. Here you can see Nerve pushing the pot. Here you can see how much slower it is compared to shooting it with eggs. Speaking of pots, we have a pot ghost. Look at this guy. I just like how defenseless he is. Growing strong. Still having nothing to do with the pushing powers of the Yabi. And 2 ults done. Gold. Do we have any gold emails? So we have none at the moment. Golding 2-8 is always a nice feeling. Assume, of course, Fiona is playing with idle splits, so she knows times she gets on all of the levels. Many people dislike World 3 because of the monkeys, but I actually think World 3 is a good world. There's a lot of fun stages, and if you know when to jump, when to eat the monkeys, they are not usually that big of a deal on Warpless at least. Hundo might be a different story. Not much else to talk about overall in 3-1, just a really clean, pure platforming stage. Oh yeah, casually the monkeys are a pain in the bum, but... Well, there we go. I shouldn't talk. She did get hit intentionally. It's faster to get hit on that last screen unless you do some finicky X shots. But you want to get Baby Mario pack as soon as you get hit, but fortunately missed the tongue. (3-2), really hard stage. The margin of error is really small on this stage. You have to hit this tap, really nice. Also avoiding the flower there. And then trying to scroll the screen up to spawn the cloud as early as you can. This is going to be interesting. So she didn't make it onto the platform, but... Okay. You can get just infinitely hit by those beer guys, and it gets really annoying. A lot of things that can go wrong in 3-2 overall. Pretty nice stage there. Let's see if we see a monkey tube from Fiona. I don't know if she goes for it. Not sure. Another instance of where we would skip the transformation, as it's a bit quicker to not use the chopper, but I think she's gonna take the chopper. Skipping this transformation saves only a few seconds, I want to say. Yeah, many people say it's really hard, but I would say when you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. And the plus is that you can... If you have the right setup, you can just infinitely try it. Nerve showing how 3-2 can be a pain sometimes, having a really bad cycle now with the platform. Backing it up, though, really nicely. Getting up there. No. There we go. If you go off script in 3-2, it can just roll out of control really fast. Oh no, getting a hit again. Alright, he's through. Yeah, I did say I like World 3, but it can still be really difficult. I'm not denying that. That's a valid argument. I would say Yoshi is also a game where you can get like tricked into the strat hell, so to say, where you just try to go for optimal and optimal and optimal, but thank you Windows for reminding me of my update. I really appreciate that. Alright. Yeah, you can get stuck into just trying to do the optimal stuff all the time, and many tricks are really hard and actually save minimal time. A lot of times aim in this game comes from just clean movements and especially not getting hit. Getting hit in this game is really bad, because pretty much every time you get hit you lose, I want to say 3 to 5 seconds. You have to watch the animation of Baby Mario. The game freezes a bit when you lose Baby Mario. You can't tongue him back immediately. And then he can fly into a weird direction, you can get hit again. What we call a Yoshi moment. Fiona ranking up the star count during 3-4 because there is a mid-ring that you can skip. Usually we want to skip the mid-rings because it freezes the game and gives you 10 stars. But Fiona now having 29 stars? Yeah. 30 being the maximum. If you have to get a mid-ring, you want to have as many stars as you can, because you don't have to wait for the star counter to go up by 10. You can just immediately move. Especially if you have 30 stars. Alright, the jankiest boss in the game. You can quote me on that. I really do not like the strats in this boss. If you could get 5-shot consistently, this would be fine. But at least I can't. I just can't. I still don't know how to fight this boss. For the longest time, it was thought that the damage was kinda random-ish. Then people figured out that you want to shoot eggs like ricocheting off the sides of the stomach, I guess. And then people did science, and how the damage in this fight is actually calculated is the angle of the egg, and I think like the how far away from the uvula you are when you shoot the egg. So with perfect egg throws, with 45-degree angles, and being as far away as you can from the uvula, you can get a 5-shot fight. But I don't know. 5-shot is just hard. And also 3-5 is hard. This game is hard. Really awkward screen. Having to shoot eggs to get through the foam. Can spiral out of control really fast with all the monkeys and enemies being there. Getting into the hit spiral like I talked about earlier, just getting hit and hit and hit over again. So we have a Nerve going into the fight with the frog dude, and Fiona going into 3-6. So about a 2-level difference, depends on how long the level is, of course, but about there. Nice key tongue. Going for the upper route? Yeah. There's 2 routes you can take on this level. You can do the upper route or the lower route. The lower route is a bit faster. If you do optimal stuff from the lower routes, but the upper route can be a bit more consistent. But the other difference between the routes being that you can't go red coinless going the upper routes, compared to when you go to the lower route, you can play the level without getting any coins, which again saves about half a second. Depends on how many coins you get. Both runners having some difficulties in the foam section. Really hard stage overall. 3-5 that is. In 3-7, Fiona is coming up to a small skip again. Just going over the pole using the bouncy platform. Not having the ground pound through the pole. I have never actually even thought how much it saves. I think it saves a decent chunk of time. Because it's a long pole you would have to pound otherwise. Yeah, I kinda actually forgot to do that myself yesterday. Hot D is a really swag. Going in to 3-8. Again, one of those stages where you can lose a lot of time, but if you do the stage well, it feels really nice. first shooting off the first ghost with 4 eggs. And again, one of the levels where you want to enter with as many eggs as you can. To make the time back during the level, not having to wait for making eggs during this level. Then a bit of a chill room, the one she just went through. And this room is either a nightmare or a really fun room. Nice. So you can kill the ghosts with 1 egg if you can shoot them as soon as they spawn. Or, well, not kill, but make them small so you can pass through them. And then going through the piranha using iframes. Where the piranha can't hit you if you hit him first. Okay. Safe. Oh my. Perhaps the most well-known Easter egg, or however you want to call it, secret in the game. Hitting the piranha before Kamek can do her thing. Makes you just clear the fight instantly. Nerve having a bit of trouble at the beginning of 3-7, but nothing major. Pretty common to get hit there. Happens a lot. Because you don't really know, I don't even know what affects it. Sometimes you get all the fish that spawn, sometimes there is only 2 fish that spawn, sometimes there's 3. I would say you have more of a chance to spawn less fish if you have less eggs, but it's still not always consistent. Fiona about to go through the objectively the worst screen in the game. Or maybe the second screen of 6.3. But this screen with the fuzzies. I hate this screen with the passion. Has killed like 1,000 runs at least. Really nice save there, using the pole. Could have easily died there. Really good stuff. Needing some help there. That's fine. I guess she just wanted to get reminded of how to skip that section. Or how to get the star faster, I mean. Getting the Baxter. I guess she gets the swag point back that she lost in 3-7. Yeah, there we go. Wallopy keeping track of the swag points. Nerve trying to back up 3-8, really nice. If you run out of X here, it's really annoying to... really annoying and slow trying to recover from this. And this is why sometimes you want to have the max X or as many X as you can before going into a stage. Because if you run out, it can just be a pain. Been there, done that. No, deep patrolling, I think. Maybe think that was an upshot when he didn't want one. Alright, getting through the piranha. Just make sure he gets the boss skip. Just take it slow. Meanwhile, Fiona getting a really hard shell jump. Really nice job. Alright, boss has been skipped. Everything is fine, as they say. There again was a good example of going through one of the piranhas, which you usually have to shoot 3 times to kill them. It's not that many frames that you can go through them, but it does work. This is a good place to talk about lag. Oh, there is a lot of lag there. Oh, even stopping for the Baxter. Appreciate that. I wouldn't take a point away. She did try. She did try. Let's not be too harsh here. Nerve going into the worst screen of the game while Fiona is starting 4-4. I really like 4-4. Yeah, there we go. Icterus is in the 4-4 club. It's nice to hear. Top right can be a bit annoying, so this castle is divided into 4 rooms. You get here in the beginning section, then you have 4 rooms. Each of the rooms have 1 key. And you need all the keys to get through the castle. I don't even remember. There is like some of the the 4th level is a castle or a fortress, and the 8th is a castle or a fortress. I don't know which way they are, but anyway. You need 4 keys. Each room has 1 key. Top right, bottom right, up left, and bottom left. And it doesn't matter in which order you do the rooms, but here again, egg routing comes into play. You want to have a specific amount of eggs for a specific room. Top right being the most egg-intensive level or a room of the 4. Usually do that first to have as many eggs there as you can. And then in bottom right, you usually want to collect as many eggs again, because you don't need that many in that room. And then you have again the max amount of eggs that you can in the upcoming rooms, especially top left, where she's going right now. And it's also, I guess, important to mention that the keys take away 1 egg slot. So if you have 4 keys, you can only carry 2 eggs. That's annoying. The foam not being a pal. Here you can skip right in the bucket, but it's dumb and you shouldn't do that. Take my word for it. Item? I'm pretty sure people are not gonna go for bucket skip though. Unless you want to do like try it first, go through like bottom left first to try the skip, and then if you die, just do it normally. But well, you never know, but I would be really surprised if someone goes for bucket skip. I guess Icterus or Calico can prove me wrong on that. Because I'm not gonna go for it, that's for sure. This is also a good, like, a good show of how long of a level 4-4 is. We're pretty much only one level apart, but because it's 4-4, it's the same as being like 2 levels, but... It's still close. Deaths in this game cost a lot of time, and... it could even be that one death makes them be even again. Yeah, Volpe, you should keep track of the swag points. I don't think you added a swag point for the... do you, Baxter? Shaking my SMH. Oh wow, that was a bargain. Alright, 4-5. You're supposed to ride, or... escort jump rocks through the level. We don't do that. No category does that. Even Hondo doesn't do it, so... just don't use the rocks, just go through. With creative ways. Oh, she goes for the shell jump. Nice. That shell jump is so cool. And... I'm sure Nerve will be fine. Alright, safe. That screen can also get out of hand really fast. There's bandits everywhere. They can steal Baby Mario and even bonk you into the spikes, which is really not good. But he's out of there. I take that as a personal attack, but I'll let it slide this time. Fiona will be dealing with some fish here. Let's see how the fish behave. Fish is usually not friend, but... I hope they don't cause any trouble this time. Oof. Alright. So I believe the fish work with like a random internal timer, and you just can't predict when the fish will jump there and can easily get hit, which is really not fun. And here again, going through that piranha, using the or abusing the iframes. It's actually interesting how different this run would be if you couldn't do that. You would have to take like damage boost or something to get through the plants fast. Nerve doing another plantscape at the same time. Will you -1 swag point for not going for Chicken Baxter? I assume you will do. It doesn't save time on this level. I'll throw that argument right here. It does save time in the long run. Not on this level. It actually loses time. Yeah, exactly. We are not saving time in 4-7. So it has to be swag, right? Big picture stuff. Shoutouts to stuff. Alright, Fiona using the shell. Well, she did use the shell, but didn't get through the spike ball. For some reason, if you hit a shell, you will also gain iframes for a bit of time and can pass through that spike ball. Saves a bit of time. Nerve finishing 4-4. Let's see if we have a 20-second blast off today. We did have one yesterday for whatever reason. Blast off being a trick if you ground pound and hook Bill before he can land on the ground, you will just shoot into space when you clear the fight. Saves, I think, about a second. Going through the keyhole or the keyhole animation, whatever. The keyhole stuff. So want to hit hook Bill 4 times. And then ground pound him as fast as you can. And on the last hit, preferably not being all the way to the right side of the screen. Would be advisable. And there she goes. To the moon and back. +1. Alright, so this should work. This is how it's supposed to look like. You will just, like, warp into the keyhole. Saves a bit of time. Let's see how the fish in the screen treat Nerve. Fish being a pal. Good job avoiding the crab there. Oof. Oh no. Okay. 4-6 at its best. Meanwhile, Fiona riding the cloud into the sky and then into the cave. Pretty technical screen this time. This one easy to get hit. need to clear some, like, icy spike things. Spike stuff, icy stuff. Doing it very nicely. (5-2) will be another level where we'll be heavily abusing the extended flutters of the enemies. It pretty much doesn't even look like the level that you are supposed to do. When we get to the last screen, you're supposed to ride ski lifts and do all kinds of slow stuff. You can just skip over it with some good fluttering. Nice perfect flutter there. And bouncing on the penguins. Here, if you have enough sprites on screen, meaning if you carry enough X into the level, you can actually skip jumping over that midway there. But this is the screen I was talking about earlier. You're supposed to ride all these lifts, but we are not going to do any of that. Just using the snowman for a bit of boosts and jumping over to the penguins. And clearing the stage. I remember when that used to be like one of the scariest things on the run. It's interesting. Nerve is in a bit of trouble here. You're supposed to use a shell or an arrow platform to get up to that door. You can still do a gate hack here to save it. Seems like he's not gonna go for it. Instead, getting the arrow platform and getting over to the door. (5-3), I think one of Fiona's more hated stages in the game. Overall, a really tricky stage with some tight platforming and high possibility of dying if you make a mistake. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. Just getting the lift. That's a really tricky screen, especially for if you're just starting out. Coming back to the multitasking that you're having to do, shooting eggs, avoiding enemies, and then clearing those. Most people call them ice spikes, whatever, I don't know, but just shooting through the spikes to clear the pathway for you to go through. Otherwise you can't get through it, you will just die. (5-3) is in the category of if it works, it's a fun stage for me. If you make a mistake or go off script on that stage, it's so hard to recover sometimes. You can just get bounced around by the penguins or trolled by the snowmen. Getting eaten by a plant on the first screen. So much that can go wrong, but if it works, it's a really fun stage to do. But I don't really fancy the skiing section that you're seeing right now. There's not much to do there. You can save a bit of time by doing jumps at the right times. That's pretty much it. I think Nerve also getting the blast up. Do we have a swag point counter for Nerve? That was definitely one. Plus 10, nice. Fight for the infamous stage, but I think this time we're just gonna take a chill pill and ride the platforms. Which is completely respectful, because the skip is hard. It's so hard to describe the difficulty. Like, many people try and describe the difficulty of 5-4 skip, but it's just... You have to try it yourself to know. It can easily take, like... I don't even know how long it took me. Maybe 5 hours to get it once. I don't know if that's even enough. And we're talking about full skip. Nerve having the 5-1 experience. But still having really nice saves. I don't think Nerve has... has he died? Maybe one death? Or no deaths, but... The backing up has been... The reacting to the bad events has been on point. Even if it takes like 20-30 seconds to recover something, it's usually still a lot faster than taking a death. Because, as said, we usually skip the mid-rings because they waste time. So usually if you die, you will just go all the way back to the beginning of the level. And the death, like animation, is not that quick either. First you have to wait for a prompt that lets you retry, and then if you get sent to the beginning of the stage, you have to watch the intro to the stage again or mash through it again. Really nice perfect flutter by Nerve there. You're supposed to use Snowball to get on that ledge, but another place where the place you have to go to is just barely out of reach, or in other words, just in reach. Thank you for the people comfy. I miss this level being stress-free. I really do. So it usually takes about an hour and 10-ish minutes to get to that skip. If you're doing the skip. Especially if you're on a good run, it's really nerve-wracking. Because if you fail it usually means that you can't PB anymore, which is fun. Exactly, Walpy. Fiona doing some screen manip to despawn the boss, and then shooting at it, spawning it again, and when the boss scrolls back on screen, the egg that she threw is traveling inside the boss's hitbox and hitting the heart. Usually he's like a bullet sponge, whatever. Having to hit him like 4x or so, 3 to 4x to get one hit compared to what Fiona just did. You can kill him in 4 shots. But that fight is really difficult. If it goes well, it doesn't look like it, but it's pretty precise how you need to shoot the X to hit the boss fast. Do we count this as the swag chopper because it loses time? There is a question for you to answer. I think you just said that if it loses time, it's swag. But I guess swag is granny now. I think the chopper is pretty damn cool. Alright, alright. And then we are sleeping again. Welcome to the Yobby sleeping comfy section of the run. Just a few minute auto-scroller again. Like I said, there is not too many auto-scrollers in this game, but if there are some, they are usually pretty long. And yeah, I don't personally usually mind this level that much, because it's after 5-4, gives you time to relax, gather yourself again, and focus on the rest of the run. Yeah, time for some donations. Where are the... Do we have an announcer here? Do we have Volpi coming in with donations towards the prize pool of the tournament? Please place your donations now. Icterus sends 1 bit. Thank you. And the message is long-time viewer, first-time donator. Thank you a lot, Icterus. The winner of the tournament will be really happy about that 1 cent. Everything counts. Remember that. Nerve doing some backing up again. Nice. Still doing really nice with the backups, like I said earlier. Like, all you have to do is to not die, and he's doing exactly that. Fiona having a fun time with all the things on screen. Oh, do we not even have slots? What is this? We need something to pass our time here. One being in 5-4 and one being in 5-6. Do you have to donate if you lose? That sounds like a good deal. Or the... yeah, obviously, okay. That sounds good. And we are out of the auto-scrolling. And that's a really nice decision, getting that safety mid-ring. Because dying on a long auto-scroller is really bad, right? Right? I don't know who would do that, but, like, it would be bad. Nicely going to the end of 5-6 there. And after the chill pill, going into 5-7. Really technical and easy stage to die on. Really hot stage. Still a really fun stage. So as we get through the game, the areas of insta-death become more and more. And in this stage, you pretty much all of the spots just have a pit under you. So if you fail a jump or hit an enemy or something, it's really easy to just fall into your death. Like, the level is still below you, but the camera just doesn't scroll down. So, oh no. Safe. I knew that would happen as soon as I started talking about it. Here, abusing the iframes of the piranha again. Another spot where it's really easy to die on. Really nicely done. Oh, we're going for the penguin strat. I don't know if she wanted to go for the penguin bounce or just use the penguin to get rid of the other one. Not actually sure. Nerve finishing a 5-4. Still going strong. Every game has to have an annoying bird, right? It's just a rule with these old platformers. And the annoying bird is right here in 5-8. Are we going to have a fight about the bird's annoyingness? I really used to like birds as well. Then I started running Donkey 2 and this. Yeah, have you seen Crow in DKC 2? Exactly. The guardian of World 1 in that game. Fiona making that climb look easy. One small input wrong and you just go into taking a hit spiral. As is the story of this game. I don't think Nerf died in 5.5. I think he was worried about it at one point. I remember him sending a message about dying in 5.5, but yeah, still going strong without death. Unless I missed something. And the bird being a jerk. And he stops. Thank you, Raphael. Really helps the stream out. Nice. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, hell yeah. Let's keep going. Let's keep going in circles around the moon. Oh, again. Let's go again. And again. We're still going. And there he goes. The certified classic. Yep, that boss is the worst boss. If it starts to go wrong, it can go really wrong. Then we get to watch Yobby go into the heaven and back. All right, World 6. Arguably the first half of World 6 hosts one of the hardest, at least the harder stages in the game. If not the hardest stages, then definitely from the harder end of the spectrum. Being 6-1 through 6-4, pretty much all of them. Really easy to die on. Really easy to lose a lot of time on. Fiona taking the toady with her to do a cool bounce there. To skip doing a few jumps on those platforms. Usually those chain jumps are not in the way that jump from the background, but sometimes they can just kill you. You have to pay attention. They can still surprise you. Going for the faster ending in 6-1, really nicely done. Not actually sure how much that saves compared to jumping on the Goonie, but it's really cool. Meanwhile, Nerve getting off the auto-scrolling train. And back into, I guess, normal stages, platform stages. Alright, let's see the stairs from Fiona. This is a really annoying part, but doing it really well. Can easily get hit by the fireballs there, but no problem at all. Here you can skip by going over the wall as Baby Mario, as really nicely demonstrated there. Saves a few seconds. Does she get to skip the flower as well? Yes, she does. Really cool stage, really good stage. Clean. Oh no. Now Nerve is in a lot of trouble. I don't think he can save that one. That's unfortunate. I think that's the first death. Unless I missed something, like I said. Alright, I just wanted to be quiet for that. For that first screen in 6-3. My least favorite screen in the game. It's really easy to get just get hit by a fuzzy and then not getting your input out while landing on the on a platform, which will just instantly kill you. You can't really recover on that screen at all. If you fall off, you're just dead. Nerve beating 5-7. It's nice. Fiona going in to a rematch against Salvo the Slime that we saw in 1-8. Doing some upshots to try and kill him fast. Oh, he's still alive, okay. Oh, what? I thought he was dead. Glad he didn't start jumping to the left, because if he goes to this part of the arena where the spikes are, it can get really bad really fast. You can control him at the start by doing a specific movement to make him jump in a specific way, but if he goes off script, you are pretty much at the mercy of the slime. Doing another perfect flutter of an extended flutter. You're supposed to get a lot of keys and stuff and yada yada, but again, just skipping most of the level by doing some precise fluttering. Unfortunately, getting the slow log, the snail pace log, I don't think if she wanted to ride the first wave, but the fast log is usually a lot more consistent if you ride on the second wave. When you start the lock ride or jump on the lock the first time. Doing lava skip twice has to count for something though, right? Doing swift work, getting rid of the tap. Meanwhile, Nerve is visiting the bird. Of course, going the wrong way, but this time he didn't stop, which is nice. Still fine. All right. Nerve doing fine work getting rid of the bird. And then we have 6-5, a level you can't die on. At least on the first screen. Which is good. Yeah, it would. Yeah. I don't even know how that would happen, but... just chilling. Avoiding lava. I haven't checked Fiona's stream, but I think she's on a pretty hot pace. Do not want to talk about it too much, so... do not curse the run. But I'm pretty sure she is doing very hot indeed. Nerve going through 6-1, avoiding the change jumps. Think also going for the 2D boost, 2D jump. Nice work. Let's see if he goes for a different ending. Missing the Goonie, but that's fine. Can just flutter to the end. Overall, a really clean 6-1. Fiona closing in on the frame-perfect jump of the platform to skip the auto-scrolling trigger of the... I guess this is the second screen of the level. See if she grabs the safety ring. Yeah, she does. That's a wise decision. And first try. So what that accomplishes is that you don't scroll the screen up. Instead, keeping the screen low and not getting the auto scroll low trigger on screen. So all of this that Fiona just went through would be scrolling on its own. But instead we just completely skip it. At least for me, still a really annoying level with being like a 2-minute auto-scrolling section and then having to do a frame-perfect jump. Definitely doesn't sound like a good time. Are we going to see Zeus rock? Easy every time. You're supposed to go through the maze, find the key, come back, but you can just tongue the key through the wall using the jump rock. And here doing an extended flutter onto this patch of foam, and then doing a perfect flutter. Gain just enough height, getting the key, and then going straight to the door. Alright. I thought Nerve was gonna try die there, but he doesn't die. Really nice fuzzy section. That was awesome. It's nice that almost doesn't count. Easy level. Fiona going for the 6-7 skip, right? So here, the most important trick is to, of course, not miss jumps and fall on the spikes, but also to manipulate the camera in a way that you can jump on the platforms as early as you can, which she's doing really nicely so far. Here doing a ground pound to stun that plant right there. Not having to deal with it and then just taking the platform ride. And then just mega chilling on the platform. Waiting for it to reach its destination. Nerve making work of the refight with Salvo. And going forwards in a 6-4. Yeah, I do recommend going for a 6-7 skip. Fun and easy trick, right? Works every time. Nerve also getting the extended flutter to a perfect flutter first try in 6-4. And getting the fast log as well. That's nice. And in the meantime, in Fiona's screen, you will see another version of the gate hack. Using the green spiky enemy. Unfortunately missing the Baxter though. That's fine. I think we are still on a pretty good pace. This is gonna be a bit awkward for Nerve. Alright. Gets rid of the tap. All we have to do is shoot the right door. Getting it. We don't want to see those other doors. They are not a fun time. In true Nintendo fashion, you have one part or one section that is completely free. And then other sections that take like 5 minutes. Especially because I don't think anyone knows how to do the other sections. Yeah, I think I've seen some of the strats in... I think it's Door 2 then. Especially if you would do like exit randomizers or something, it would be really beneficial to know how to do the other doors as well. There is a statement I have to agree on. Knowing pointless stuff in... especially speed games you play is a lot of fun. For whatever reason. Alright. Best of luck to Fiona for this last Bowser fight. Getting the TIA as well. We all do believe, right? We are believers. Cat Jam, by the way. Post your jam emote of choice. For the epic boss music. Alright, all we have to do is to line up some X shots and hit Bowser. Can't be too tough, right? Those were like a few pixels too high. Alright, getting it started. Think that should hit. No, that's fine. That should hit as well. Yep. I'm not sure about that. Nice. I think she has it. We might have a PB. Don't quote me yet, but we might have a race PB. We indeed do have a race PB by Fiona with time of 1 hour, 47 minutes and 29 seconds. GG. Awesome run. Meanwhile, Nerve is getting the key in a 6-6. In the normal fashion, which is fine. Awesome run by Fiona. It is definitely not easy to PB in a race setting. See, there was no reason to be nervous. You got this. Nerve getting the perfect flutter and making it out of 6-6. Only 2 more levels to go. Oh yeah, he actually did get a bonus, that's nice. Can we play slots, or what are we gonna play? I always love some bonus action. More content, right? Yeah, we do get to play slots. No. I count that as swag points. Doing a quick slots minigame. Nerve now getting into the camera manip section of 6-7. Getting the platforms on the screen at the right time. Alright, that's fine. If you... Oh no. Oh no. I don't even... I think he even... It really seemed like he landed on the number platform, but I guess he didn't. Yeah, what I was about to say is that if you flutter when you're going on one of those spinning platforms that he is going on right now, you can just clip through the platform and not make it, like, actually make it onto the platform. This can be really annoying. Yeah, those are really chunky. And another interesting thing is that if you flutter in the middle, like where the platform is attached to, that egg box, whatever, you will just infinitely flutter under that until you like clip through it. Those, I don't know, those platforms have the mind of their own. And we chillin' on the platform ride. Someone please find an easy way to skip this level, or skip this section. I'm sure there is one, right? Yeah, I mean, there is an easy way, but... yeah. Unfortunately, it's just not legal. And I think if you would play on PAL, you would lose the time you save on this level in like 2 volts from frame later loads. Yep, you are right about that. Right, we are going into the last level. Eyes peeled on that sub 2 time. Definitely still in the books. Alright. Come on. Door 4. I guess we're playing door 1. This is fine. Oh, that's bad though. Okay. Oh. All right. I think we're still fine. Pretty sure we're still fine. Do we have any more donations? Or do we just watch Nerve bullying Kamek? I think a message has gone through that unfortunately we don't have any donations at the moment. I guess we can throw in a fun fact that Midway does absolutely nothing. You will still spawn here even if you don't take the Midway if you die. We have a bet coming in from the gamer himself. gifting 5 subs for a sub to time. This is huge. Getting to TIA. Yeah, we're starting to come up with reasons why the midway is beneficial, I guess, or even worse than doing nothing. Doing the D-pad wiggle dance, always appreciated. Alright, come on, let's go. That should be fine. So I guess how you aim the eggs is that you want to have visual cues for all of the egg throws with the lines that you can see on the background. There you can try and aim your cursor on a specific line at specific times, depending on how far away Bowser is from the front of the screen. And that's how you are usually, if you are on a script, able to tell even like as soon as you throw if you're gonna hit him or not. Really nice throw there. That was awesome. And I do very much think that we are gonna have a sub 2 time. Like a 1:59:49 or something. 47. GG's the both of the runners. We have 2 sub 2 times. Awesome race. Thank you for participating. And of course, huge congrats also to Fiona for the PB. And Nerve for the awesome saves that you were able to do during the run. Yeah, that was awesome. Who needs D-Rust when you can just get us up to first try? Do we have the time for the next race? I'm pretty sure we have one more race scheduled. At least. I think Wolpe can help me with this. So Fiona will go through from this round. And the next race, I think it's tomorrow, 8 PM EST. So how I would call it during the night. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Wolpe. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about it. You actually have to stay up that late if you want to restream or stream it. Do we have anything we want to go over. We know the next race. We know who goes through. GG. Both of the runners. Was really fun to watch this race. It's always a pleasure to see some Yobby. And I'm sure this tournament will really help with people actually playing this game. And I hope it will be keeping going even after the tourney. If we don't have any announcements, I will thank you for watching from my part. And GG's again for both of the runners. Have an awesome day, night, whatever time zone you are from. And bye bye, bye bye, bye.